welcome to En Familia con la Plaza. Thank you for joining us for another virtual garden workshop. My name is Mireya Arismendi. I'm the Education Manager for the Arabo Teaching Garden and Culinary Arts Programs here at La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. This month we are celebrating Children's Day, El Día de los Niños in Spanish. Today we will learn about garden exploration in your community. During the workshop, we are going to learn how to behave in the garden, respect all living organisms, and observe nature around you. And at the end of the workshop, we are also going to learn how to document your garden observations on a garden handout. Let's get started. All right, so today, this month, we are celebrating Children's Day, El Día de los Niños in Spanish. Today, we will learn about garden exploration in your community. During the workshop, we are going to learn how to behave in the garden, respect all living organisms, and observe nature around you. And at the end of the workshop, we are also going to learn how to document your garden observations on a garden handbook. And for that, let me go over the students' materials. Before we begin, let's go over the materials that we're going to need today. We're going to need the following. We're gonna need one garden handout. You're also gonna need one pencil, non-toxic washable markers or color pencils. The following items are optional. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just think of other similar materials that you might have at home. The optional items are one clipboard and one magnifying glass. Again, if you don't have one or none of the materials, you can observe today and do the activity later. Okay, now that we have all of our materials ready, let me ask you a couple of questions before we begin our workshop. Please discuss with the person next to you. The first question is, how should we treat the animals and the plants and animals in the garden? Second question, how should you walk in the garden? Now, as you think of these questions during the workshop, think of how we're all part of a community. We will come back to these questions at the end to review what we learned today. Now I'm gonna go over a little bit of historical background. As mentioned before, this month we are celebrating all children. And what better way to celebrate this special day than visiting a garden to explore nature? A garden is a special place where you can learn about your local environment. There are open textbooks with hands-on learning opportunities for everyone to learn from. Today, more than ever, urban gardens provide an opportunity for people to observe plants, animals, and key features in the garden. Some key features include, for example, outdoor classroom, garden beds, orchard, bioswale, compost, and worm bins. A bioswale is a channel designed to move water to a rain garden, like the one on the left side of the picture on your screen. Reminder, before visiting a garden, we must practice good behaviors. Just remember the following garden values: care for yourself, care for others, and care for the land. So how should we walk in the garden? Slowly, despacito in Spanish. Walk carefully in the garden. Do not run. Always pick up your feet. Don't drag your feet and stay on the pathways. And how should you treat the plants and animals in the garden? Treat them with respect, the way you would like to be treated. Remember, some plants can make you sick, even if you just touch them. Do not collect anything from the garden. Always ask an adult in your home if it's okay to touch or pick plants in the garden. Also, do not touch any of the creatures living in the garden. Just observe and write down or draw what you see on your garden handout. Now that you know more about garden exploration in your community, let me show you how to document your garden observations on a garden handout. Follow my lead. A quick reminder, adults should never let children explore on their own. Please supervise children at all times. Let's get started. First, you're going to tour a garden with a caregiver. Second, remember to stay on the pathways before entering the garden. Walk carefully, don't run in the garden. Third, you want to keep in mind to treat animals and plants with respect. Don't pick anything without permission. Open your eyes and observe everything around you. Then you're gonna write down your observation on the garden handout. For the sake of time, I already completed mine, so I'm gonna show you how it looks like when it's finished. For example, when I went to visit La Plaza's garden early in the morning, I saw a hawk flying over. I also saw some butterflies, ladybugs, and some other birds, and many beautiful flowers. Next step, using your color pencils or your markers, you're gonna draw the plants and animals you like the most on the back of the page. Again, I already did mine. So I drew a monarch butterfly and some pretty flowers. And the reason is because they are my favorite. Next step, using your pencil, you're gonna write down the key features that you found in the garden. Some key features include outdoor classroom, garden beds, orchard, bioswale, compost, and worm bins. By the way, at La Plaza's garden, we have all of these. So I wrote all of them. And you're done. Don't forget to follow us on social media and share pictures of what you did today. Tag La Plaza using the hashtag En Familia con La Plaza and La Plaza LA. Please share with others what you learned today. And on behalf of La Plaza and the Edible Teaching Garden and Culinary Arts team, we would like to thank you for joining us today. And don't forget to join us for the next En Familia con La Plaza Dia de los Niños session. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you a happy and healthy life. Hasta la próxima y gracias por acompañarnos.